Get set for the WWE Intercontinental Championship match. It's straight ahead on SmackDown Live. The Miz said that his success pays the rest of the men's locker room's salaries, and SmackDown Live GM Daniel Bryan said, well, if that's the case, let's put them to work. Avoiding that kick and getting a 2 count, blocks the right hand, unloads a right of his own. And the lunatic fringe lighting up the Miz. Ambrose lands on his feet, and again he's fighting off the Lumberjacks. Face first into the ring post. Ambrose going all the way up to the high red district. Lunatic fringe elbow. Cover. Oh, and Miz just escaped. Lunatic lariat turns the Miz almost inside out. What the big target. And now all the Lumberjacks. Chaos on SmackDown Live.
Almost knew it was a matter of time of pandemonium. And that's what we're seeing.
And signs of things to come 5 days from tonight at the 30th annual Royal Rumble. Surrounded by sharks and the Lumberjacks trying to keep him from escaping.
Oh, look out! Oh! Lumberjacks everywhere.
Dean Ambrose going for broken. He's lucky he didn't break anything as he wipes out the Miz and the Lumberjacks.
Somewhere in that pile is his opponent, the Miz. There he is.
The Intercontinental Championship up for grabs. The Miz nursing his right rib cage. WWE Universe enthralled with the action.
Way to clean it house in there.
This is supposed to be for the Intercontinental Championship. Bridge. The Miz. Oh, and Ambrose kicks out just in the nick of time.
Ambrose got him.
Here's your winner and still the Intercontinental Champion, Dean Ambrose.
Dean Ambrose enters his 4th Royal Rumble match, still Intercontinental
If
Champion.
it weren't for all those stupid Lumberjacks, the Miz would be the Intercontinental Champion. I told you 2017 it was off to a bad start, and it continues with Dean Ambrose as the Intercontinental.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to yet another episode of Rogan Radio live from the friendly confines of Studio A here on luxurious ranch.
Perverts. All a bunch of perverts.
Hey, whoa. What are you saying? All
the
for
music
All
roll.
a bunch of perverts.
Yeah.
You know, that's not fair.
Except me.
Yeah.
No, you know what? What do you call? What do you?
I saw you looking.
Mr. Ramos.
Uh-huh.
Looking at what?
What exactly are we looking at, Michelle?
See?
The music zone. Chuck.
The picture off the music zone
Hey,
where
yeah,
everybody
yeah.
was thoroughly enjoying the music, and Todd's like, please let it roll. Let it roll.
Well,
Hey, I'm
Can't say I
telling on
blame
all
the guy.
y'all. I'm telling on all y'all.
here's the deal, Michelle.
Where do you see
I'm the
this?
only female in the
Look,
room.
you
I
got
have the
only one
right.
saying it. We're all talking about something else.
I mean, it doesn't matter where you get your appetite as long as you eat home.
That's right.
That's right.
Well, to be quite honest with you, a lot of times we like to eat out around here. I mean, I love Chinese food from downtown Shinston.
You
Oh, that's
are
good.
so.
Listen, we order pizza all the time from all these different places. Domino's, God bless you.
How often do you
Fuck.
eat out, Chuck?
As much as I can. So, but the cost
How
of
much
living.
do you pay?
On a
when
side
you
note,
eat out?
Polly said she's dancing in her yard.
There we go.
The cost of living, though, makes it almost impossible to eat out anymore because everything's so expensive. Have you noticed that? Things are
yeah.
so expensive when you go out. You have to tip. Then you have to, like...
Oh, you give him a tip already.
Just a tip.
Anyhow, we have a great show.
You already said just a tip.
Well-
Why can't I hear myself?
I don't even know why I'm in this room.
Horrible.
Is your mic turned on?
I don't know.
I can't hear you either. Try turning your mic on. Let's see.
No.
While we wait.
I don't know. I mean,
Okay, now let's try it. Let's see. Radio.
Check 1-1. I still can't hear myself.
I can. We can hear.
I
you.
can
That's all
hear
that
you.
matters.
Do it again.
Unfortunately.
Check. That's a little better, Chuck. A little better.
Oh, let's see. Let's just try out real quick.
But I think, I
See,
think
this
your
is- this-
hearing's
Why didn't we
going.
do this before?
Hey,
I
sing
told you
the
before.
song, Todd.
I think his hearing's
Sing
going.
the song to try out your mic.
What song?
Let one go.
Let one go. Let one go.
Okay, before we lose everybody, let me tell you
don't
what.
wanna
Those
hear
are all the
anymore.
words I know.
Oh my! Are you having
Joy
problem-
Maxwell said every zoo needs a keeper, Michelle.
Are you guys? Are you having? Are you out there in sleepland or like a insomniac to where it's like 2 o'clock in the morning and you can't sleep? I'm seeing more and more of these posts these days of people that can't sleep. I can't sleep. I can't sleep. I can't sleep. Well, I know you're not going to sleep if you're on your phone.
Yeah, that's true.
For one.
Listen, I'll go to sleep in 5 seconds, but if I wake up, then I can't get back to sleep.
Not me.
Really? I can't get back to sleep. I just lay there.
I can
do
go
that. I've
back
been
to
doing it.
sleep. No, I like to go back to sleep and stay asleep.
I used to be like that, but anymore I'm like Todd. Like I'll get up and I'm like, oh my gosh, go back to sleep.
Yeah, I get
Yeah.
disappointed if I have to wake up and I gotta go to work.
I have medication for that stuff.
But listen, we have a cure. Tonight, we're going to tell you exactly why you can't sleep. We're going to go through this entire process. And even do you sleep? You might be stressing out to where maybe you need just to meditate a little bit. Do you know what? Because I'm more of a meditator than I am a sleeper. When I think that I'm sleeping, I'm perfectly aware of my surroundings. I can hear everything. I'm just waiting for somebody to bust
Amen
through the
to
door.
that.
That's called vampires.
Yeah. You're a vampire. I'm very nocturnal. But I will tell you, Michelle and I were still fighting. Last week it was about the jet ski.
Yep.
This week it's about how rude people can be at 1:30 in the morning when they're watching A Million Ways to Die on Hulu.
It's not A Million Ways to Die.
Well,
So she was on her phone?
no, she was on the Hulu on the television, and it was
television.
rocking. But we'll tell you about that a little bit
Oh, I
later.
can't wait to hear that
I'm
story.
addicted.
We're finally glad. We want to give a big round of applause to Kentucky because Governor Plevin actually signed a bill down in Kentucky where it is now illegal. It is now officially illegal for Kentuckians to have relationships
Coitus.
with animals.
That's right.
Sad thing is, you can still do that legally in West Virginia.
Yes, can.
That means
New
they're
Mexico,
never.
Hawaii, Washington D.C.
That means they're never coming
Right.
back.
Well, now it's like how many other states are there now? You
Things are
have
slowing down on the
There's
farm.
49 other states, buddy.
yeah, okay, but there's only a handful of states where
Just
it's still
three.
legal.
Three
Yeah,
states.
three left.
West
Okay.
Virginia's one and two others.
Well, DC's not a state, but that's
Yeah,
still it's still
DC's not a
still-
state.
West
But
Virginia.
who
Yeah.
said DC?
So we're going to go ahead and we're going to talk about that for a little bit, but congratulations to them. Congratulations to them. What I want to know right now is who's on with us. Leave a comment. We want to know.
Carol Miller is on.
Well, on the watch party, we got on my watch party, we got Bub Roby, Brian Kaufman, one of my buddies I was in the service with, Nathan Bach, and a bunch of others, man, a bunch of others.
Hey,
I'm just love that. They listen to the wind chimes there. It makes me want to sleep.
Mrs. Mack.
Sorry, I was reading.
Who we got? Who else?
Megan jumped on here.
Mrs. Mack is on here.
Yeah, Paulie Courtney's on here. Chuck Ass.
Hello,
Barbara
Paulie.
Carpenter.
Morgan's on here. Daniel Menendez is on here. Sandy Dutcher's on here.
Aunt Judy Prophet.
Lisa Wolf.
Hello,
Rafael
Aunt Judy.
Ramos. Barbara.
Susie Watkins.
Susie Watkins.
Robert
Jesse
Longerbeam's
Beck.
on.
Madison Jeffries. Madison Jeffries?
You know, if each one of you would give $10, you could fund this thing for the next 200 years.
That's true. Yeah.
And we
Shoot,
promise.
it's only going to be on the air for 3.
Rachel Ash.
Hello, Ray
Kimberly
Shelley. Saw Ray Shelley last
Hi,
night over at Mad
Rachel.
Dog's house.
Chad Puccio's on here. Judy Hall's on.
Dr. Hall.
Yeah.
Dr. Badass. Big Tex flexing.
Andrew
shit.
Germano.
Dad,
Yeah,
Orton, John
Carrie
Allen.
Abruzino.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
A lot of people on here.
Now, a few
you
months
got a
ago,
watch party going?
right,
No.
right.
Oh, really?
Oh, hey, one of my friends down in South Carolina's on. Tab Campbell. She's on here.
Oh, hello.
How do you say her name?
Got a
Tabitha.
Oh,
Tabitha.
Okay.
Hello,
Was
Tabitha.
it that hard?
You didn't say. You
You're
didn't say
Tab.
that.
Kind of like
Hey.
Bewitched.
You abbreviate, he
Tab.
can't understand.
Bewitched.
It's like Bewitched.
What the hell is Tab? Tab?
I like that stuff. Do they even
It's a
make that
pop-
stuff to drink anymore? It's in
a
a can.
Tab.
Do you know Tab in a can?
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
think
Tab.
they do.
It's
man.
like ice pop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My
Tab.
mom used to drink that
Like
stuff
Shasta.
like water, man.
Shasta was Vernon's dog over in East Shinston, by the
Yeah,
way.
that mean
Is
dog.
it
That dog eats
Shasta?
you alive.
Yeah.
Josta. Josta.
You're
was
not
a-
from Southern West Virginia, dude. We say Shasta.
Was it like a soft J or what?
Shasta.
Isn't that how it went?
Or was that Fresca?
Oh, you know, I'm probably thinking of something completely. I'm thinking of Josta. You remember it was made by
Yeah, I
Pepsi?
do remember that. Red
Yeah.
had like the bolt.
Yeah.
Or was that
No. That was.
That's
Surge.
where that's where I was born.
Jolt. Anyway,
Jolt
listen.
Cola. Double the caffeine, double the sugar.
In December, we had Marimar here, and Jeff was being deployed down to Texas. So she was here
Yes.
about the was it the wreaths across America?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and which was a great thing. They would go around and you would donate, and you could they would put wreaths at Christmas time on grave sites of our service personnel.
Yep.
But one thing that we do, we like to do, is we like to joke a lot.
Yeah.
And Michelle brought up the point that with Maury and they would get together. The girls would get together. That Rebecca, Maury's mom, would have these big dinners and feed everybody. At which point, of course, we're going to go right in like there's blood in the water.
Yeah.
And we were talking about eating Rebecca's taco.
Oh,
Right.
I forgot about that.
Right.
That's true.
Just so happens I have a taco
Yeah.
that Rebecca made.
That doesn't even look like a taco.
This is a true legitimate Mexican taco.
She makes the
not from Taco
shells,
Bell.
Everything.
And it's in a Kylo Ren bag at that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to unwrap this thing.
You're going to eat it.
I'm going to
No,
unwrap
wait.
this.
Let's tell why we have that because today was Jeff's welcome home party.
Yeah,
from the
Jeff finally
military.
came back when he
Yeah,
left
so we
in-
had a
in
welcoming
December.
home party
Right,
for him today.
right. So
Was he
everybody was over
retiring?
there. I have no idea.
Or just
He
back?
he's just home from
Oh,
his
okay,
deployment.
okay.
Yeah, from his service there, from his time down in Texas.
from a small deployment there.
Yeah. So anyway, what I really want to do, is because we were talking about this and make a joke about it. I want everybody to have the opportunity
I'm not gonna-
to touch Rebecca's taco.
Okay.
All right.
But then would you like me to keep it wrapped, or would you like me to unwrap it?
Skin on skin, baby.
It depends. Are you going to eat it after?
I'll eat it afterwards.
You better keep it wrapped then.
We're all touching
This
it
is
when you
actually-
eat it.
Oh no, you get it down here. I'm licking
I
it.
can't
Is that
remember.
a chicken or a potato?
This is a potato taco.
Okay.
Okay.
A potato.
A
No,
potato
I'm touching.
taco.
If you want
So
to,
it's
if you
kinda
listen,
like
if you
a-
want to sniff it, you want to sniff Rebecca's
Oh,
taco.
right.
Do it. This is a
I didn't
legitimate
realize
taco.
that was Kylo Ren on it. I thought that was like chocolate that was
Yeah.
oozing out of that.
I know it did. But
Yeah, I
I
did
gotta
too.
do it back.
Inside.
This is
So we're
It
passing.
smells- smells really
we're,
good.
Peek inside.
we're passing
Doesn't
around.
look good.
We're passing around
I
Rebecca's
had
taco.
4 of these today.
Oh yeah, you
Already.
did. Yeah, and it's actually a potato taco. Oh, it's nice
Rebecca's
too.
taco 4 times, huh?
Yeah, she did. She had 4 of them today. Actually, I did too. Also,
now listen. A
So now
potato.
that everybody's
so
handling
kind of like a pierogi.
listen, it's
She makes her own shell. Like she
It
makes
shows
she's
it's more like a
everything. It's
dumpling.
authentic
Like a fr-
Mexican.
yeah, dumpling.
Authentic
Looks
Mexican.
Hey,
amazing.
I just want to point out something. All right,
Yeah,
Okay.
don't eat that.
everybody around here is handling Rebecca's taco,
right.
but yet Earl is over there sniffing a bag.
Well,
That's what I
Yeah,
mean.
because I got to sniff of that thing. I got to sniff that taco before any of you guys sniff that.
He's
taco.
hyperventilating.
Smelled kind of like an egg roll.
so
Bag sniffer.
Dude, you're not eating that freaking thing.
Yeah, he is. Look at that.
Everybody's
taco.
dick beaters was on that thing, and now you're eating it.
I'll tell you something. You cannot turn down Rebecca's taco anytime you see it. I'm just telling you, it's that good.
I would like to have one fresh.
Oh, Chucky.
Maybe can we get her in here to make us tacos like during the show?
She
That would
probably
be cool. It'd be like
She
Rachel Ray or
probably
Rachel
would.
Ray.
She
Chuck's
actually,
favorite.
she actually made a thing today too. It was like a salsa that had tilapia and shrimp in it. And it was
Tilapia?
so
Tilapia?
good. Listen, tilapia, tomatoes, screw you. That's what I you know. And it was really good though. But it was really good. So congratulations for Jeff being back home.
Yay.
Yeah. All right.
And thanks to Rebecca Gonzalez for
letting
making
us,
all these tacos.
everybody
And
just
let
touch
me eat
her
your
taco.
taco.
There was so much food.
Yeah, she was really good cook.
So
Man,
she-
I don't know how y'all did it with the food we had last night and then
And then we
today
went to
too.
Mad Dog. So this has been a party.
We're bloating up.
This has been a party weekend. Last night we went over to Mad
Cindy's been on a
Dog's.
carb overload all day, just like a zombie.
Mad Dog was the one that married Michelle and I, and he had a big get together last night over at Casa Mad Dog, Casa the Mad Dog. We like to call it the Dog House.
Yeah, the doghouse.
And listen, we ate like kings over there. Brucey made this
Ginger pork?
ginger pork.
Yeah.
And
Good.
now I'm not really sure how he got locks of Michelle's hair into that pork, but it made it really good. It really good, and I think there might have been a little Cindy hair in there
Yeah,
too.
could be.
You're talking about
There's
eating
all
hair.
kind of hair in there.
Yeah.
Right.
No. I'm not saying that at all.
Yeah, that's
I'm
just the five of
confused.
them.
But it was actually
Ginger.
pretty good.
Yeah.
Ginger, you're a ginger, redhead, hair,
There it is.
Oh,
Ding, 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 ding.
gotcha.
I wish I had a light bulb emoticon.
Gotcha.
So I was reading this story talking about sleep and how Americans do not respect sleep. And if you get less than 6 hours a day, excuse me, I got too much taco in my mouth.
How many times have
If
you
you
heard that
do
joke?
not get,
I'm gonna leave
if you
that
do
one.
not,
Yeah.
if you get 6 or less hours of sleep every day, you increase your chances by 10% of having a stroke or getting heart disease because you don't give your body time enough to heal.
I
All
should be
right.
dead then.
Everything, yeah.
So that the entire thing is the nice thing about this story is you just need at least or at least 6 hours a day, not at any one time.
Oh, okay.
So you could have say 4
okay.
hours here, 2 hours there, 1 hour there, whatever. Now the bizarre thing about that, because what I did, I was sort of looking up because I'm not a heavy sleeper, but I am a meditator. I have figured out that when I do sleep, I can sit in a chair, close my eyes, and I'm not sleeping, but I'm actually feel like I'm sleeping. But I'm totally aware. My brain is totally aware, which is what they call meditation. And that is actually 10 times better. It's 10 times more healing than a deep sleep is, if you can believe that.
I
For
can
whatever
believe
reason.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for whatever reason. So I'm seeing all over the Facebook, at least recently, about how people can't sleep. Well, tonight we're here to solve your problems.
All right.
Oh, Dr. Chuck.
Now, I'm telling you what. Now, this is actually pretty, this is actually quite interesting.
Doctor, give me the news. I got a bad case of loving you.
Okay. The first thing I started researching about this stuff.
You are the researcher.
I was like, why can't people sleep? You know, and the normal things come up. People that snore, you know, that would keep you up, drive you away. People that love to watch television shows
Like
at
Hulu?
high volume at 1:30 in the morning in the bedroom.
On Hulu.
Yeah, on Hulu.
On Hulu, which we got into a little bit of a skiff last night. Listen, at midnight we come back from Mad Dogs. She goes, "Hey, I want to watch some TV." I was like, "Okay, watch some TV. I'm going to go right to sleep." Now, originally I had
Rewind.
I had Final Destination in because I wanted to go to sleep to Final Destination, right? But no, Michelle wanted to watch
It was
A Million Ways
almost
to
your final destination, actually.
So she wanted to watch A Million Ways to Die. That's on Hulu now. It's sort of
It
like
is
This
a
Is Us.
little million,
It's almost the same
a
thing.
million little things.
Yeah.
It's not a million ways to die.
So I said, just watch it in here. I'll be out in 15 minutes. No big deal. I wake up 1:30 to go to the bathroom because I'm a peer. I pee all the time.
Yeah.
It's still on, right?
Well, that's what Hulu does, babe. It keeps the episodes just continuously
Well, yeah,
going, and you
but the
can't
lights are
stop.
still on, and you're sitting up watching it, playing on your phone at the same time at 1:30 in the
So
morning.
you're not really watching it.
Oh, and I was also
I was
eating
out.
mac and cheese.
Oh, whoa. You
And
made
jalapeno
mac
potato
and
chips.
cheese. You made mac
Hell
and cheese?
yes.
Did he eat any
It's
of the
the
mac?
weekend, baby.
I was asleep. Hell yeah.
I was partying it up.
So anyhow,
Wow, that is great.
I come back to sleep, and I'm like, listen, do me a favor. I can't sleep because the TV's so loud. Now, this is in the bedroom, right?
Yeah, just turn it
And
down.
I'm like, I was trying to be polite. I said, listen, do me a favor
didn't say
and
turn
turn
it
the damn TV off. It's 1:30 in the morning. You're not a raccoon.
Wow.
So at which point Michelle flips out. She tells me to screw off. I should just go out and continue watching my show in the living room. And I start, you know, she goes, where's my pillows? I was like, they're right here. She goes, well, I'm going to go outside and watch it on the couch. I was like, good. Take your television show. Take your mac and cheese. Take your potato chips. Go watch your Million Ways to Die.
And that again.
Be gone with it.
And that again at that second, Chuck realized.
I messed up.
I messed up.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, which
You
he
need
does
to-
quite often.
You need to really what you need to do, Chuck, is realize these things before you open your mouth.
Yep.
Yeah, but when you're 1:30 in the morning when you're trying to sleep, you don't need to shit.
He's like, he said it's 1:30 in the morning. I said, you got anywhere to be tomorrow? Nope,
Yeah.
neither do I.
Yeah, but I don't want to sleep when I'm supposed to be there.
There you
or
go.
not be there. Anyhow, let's get back to the point
Oh,
of not
for
being
the
able to
love
sleep.
of God.
For the love of God.
So
I was just going to point out that earlier I heard a version where she was already going out to the living room and you told her to stay in
Please
there.
stay in bed, babe.
I did not say that. I say, here's what I said. No.
Stay
I need to
with
feel
you.
your skin.
Oh, you did say that, Chuck.
Alexa.
Oh, yes.
How many times have you said that to me and Jimmy?
Alexa, ask the Magic 8 Ball if I was kissing Michelle's ass this morning.
The Magic 8 Ball says, my reply is no.
That's
Oh.
right. That's right.
Oh, no.
Alexa's wrong.
That's right.
Oh, Alexa's very wrong.
Oops. Anyhow,
Yep.
let's get back to it. So the more research I've done about this, taking all your variables out of it, people snoring, people watching TVs, all that kind of stuff. A big contribution to this is stress. That you start worrying, you can start getting anxiety, stuff you can't control, but for some reason when you start being relaxed in bed, then you start to worry about it. You start to clear thinking because all your external variables aren't there right at that moment. You're just laying in bed thinking about everything that's going to go wrong. Perhaps maybe not even wrong. You just make stuff up sometimes.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
Kind of like you did.
Right. So then I start reading about how to get all of this. And I've come across this article talking about psychics. Now, this is bizarre to me. Psychics will tell you that the reason you cannot sleep is because somebody else is dreaming about you.
Oh, wow.
Which,
Really?
Huh.
They just want your money.
That's why Todd sleeps all the time. That's why I can't sleep. Because somebody's always constantly dreaming about me. I'm one
Because
of
Todd is sleeping, dreaming about you, and you can't sleep.
Yeah, take that. I'm dreaming about you all the time.
But it was kind of
He is to fall asleep before him so that you dream about him.
Yeah.
well, the very it
I'll
is
show you.
It is
Chucky.
actually pretty interesting because it goes. The article went into how when you're in that relaxed state of mind, going back to the meditation thing, is that you come up with this telepathic wave. Like, you know how there's a mother's instinct. Michelle knows exactly what the girls are doing, even though they might tell her something different.
Gut feelings.
Right,
Yep.
gut feelings. And especially if you're parents, you know just by either the tone of their voice or by their eyeballs, whatever it might be, you know when they're BSing you, what they know if you're trying to,
believe it
you
or
know
not,
all of that stuff.
You know how far my mom lives?
Yep.
She gets a ride off this. She called, hey, is there something going on
Absolutely.
around you? Yeah. She,
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Something with mothers.
So the
Yeah,
trick
and it's
is
a matter
Got
of whether or not they actually listen to that. You
So
know,
the-
I mean, some people have that and don't even listen to it. And,
right,
you know,
right.
just
Yeah, it's
miss
called
out on it.
men.
I listen to it. I listen to it. You ever get that phone call that says, "Hey, when you coming home, Mom? When you coming home, Dad?" I love that phone call because they're doing something. They want to know when you're going to
Yep.
go.
I'm
And
walking
I
in
always
the door now.
I always say we'll be there in about 15 minutes. And even if we're in Morgantown, we just sat down to eat. I tell them that because they have no idea. Well, I thought you
Now
would
they
be
do.
on the way home. Well, we stopped at Get at Gibby's. We'll be there in 15 minutes. I never tell them I'm going to be home.
Oh, see, I've always played the opposite. I always thought, well, we'll be a couple hours right when we're pulling in the driveway.
Oh, yeah?
Nice.
Nah, I don't even want them to start.
That's because you have girls.
Yeah.
Same here.
Amen.
Same here.
Sorry, Chuck.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Back to the dreams.
Sorry about the tangent. We just changed it a little bit.
But if you really want to get a good night's sleep, first of all, understand this. Come to the realization that you're going to have this stress so you can't worry about it. That's number one. When you're laying in bed and you're thinking about stuff, don't just think about it. But the second reason a lot of people can't sleep other than being in somebody else's dream, we'll say this is the third reason, is they start to stress about not being able to sleep.
Oh, yeah, that happens.
And that's so when you're in sleep and you know, I have to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning, and then you can't sleep because now you're all of a sudden causing this anxiety. That's where you need to start doing meditation, to where you just close your eyes, you just relax, you act like you're sleep. Say, if I don't sleep, I don't sleep. Just tell yourself that. I might not sleep, but I'm going to sit here and I'm going to relax. You'll find out, which I've done. Now, listen, this is really bizarre. I close my eyes and I can almost dream through, you know, like when you close your eyes and you can almost see stuff, you know, with your, you kind of, I can see vividly when my eyes are closed, whatever I'm thinking about. It's the most bizarre thing, but I've been doing this for a long time now. So I really don't think that I need to. I do a lot of meditation. I don't
think
do a lot
full
of sleeping.
Shit.
You think
I'm just saying, babe.
Hold on, let me see what. Let me see.
Close
Let me
your
close
eyes
my.
and picture us on a beach somewhere right now. Let's
Oh, it'd
go.
be us. Let's see.
Oh.
Let's see. I'm closing my
What
eyes.
did he just
He didn't say. He said your hair looks nice.
He said
Close
it
your
wouldn't
eyes
be
and
I'm
us.
gonna wish
Oh,
upon
he
a
said,
star.
I want to watch that stuff.
No, he said, don't be in a rush.
Yeah, don't be in a rush. That's
Yeah.
what he said, Chad.
Yeah,
So-
yeah.
So you think if I would like throw darts that you could catch them?
Oh.
Like Jedi mind power.
Here's
Yeah.
Get one of them ink pens right there. Close your eyes, Chuck.
Now listen, I would. Now listen. The thing is, if you threw dart, I guarantee I could close my eyes and I guarantee I could catch them.
See that?
And I guarantee I'd catch them like this by them sticking in my forehead. But I'd catch them.
Well,
That's right.
I'd catch them. But yeah, do that. Check it out though. It's really interesting. And then you get into the astral projection and things like that. But a lot of people are not understanding the fact that sometimes you don't sleep and you don't need sleep. What you want to do is meditate if you can't
Right.
sleep. You just sit there and you relax. Okay, I can't sleep. Big deal. But I'm going to sit here and I'm going to force myself just to relax, let it out. And you're going to feel 10 times better by meditating over sleep. I guarantee you.
well,
I think the
Let's just
meditation
do it.
might put me
We
back.
should all
to
do
sleep.
it real quick.
nah.
Okay. Do it.
I'm gonna tell you what I do because this happens probably twice or 3 times a week.
Okay.
I get up, I'll walk through the house, I'll sit in a chair.
Are you naked?
No.
Oh,
no, no.
Damn,
I'll
you
sit
just
in a
ruined
chair.
mine.
Well, I'm sorry.
Got more than you would.
Jeez.
So I will go sit in my chair for about 10 minutes, and then I'll get back up and go to the bedroom, and then usually go right to sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of
So
times I
maybe
don't
that's
have to
like your
that.
little meditation, like he's talking about. You just because you don't have to, you don't turn the TV on or nothing. You just
I go.
kinda
I actually
sit
check
down.
the house.
Because
so
you
I
actually break the cycle of laying there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
laying there
yeah.
and say,
Like
oh
I
my
go-
God, I can't sleep.
I go in, I look at Colton. I'm like, yep, nope, he's
A lot of times I
all
have
right.
to pee in the middle of the night, too.
Yeah, that happens a
I
lot.
do that a lot.
Yeah.
Hate when
Yeah.
you have to go.
That's what
Hate
happens when you
have
get
to go
old
number
and your
two.
prostate enlarges. I'm sorry.
Hate when
Is
you
that
have
what
to go
happens? Your
number
prostate?
two.
Yeah, I don't have a prostate.
Middle
I
of the
sleep
night.
just
I don't-
fine.
If I do that, then I'm usually hurting.
I'm
If you have to
prostate-less.
do number 2?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, see, I don't usually wake.
Oh my goodness.
I don't usually
Oh
wake
my
up.
goodness. Wow. Well, I can tell you one person that has no problem sleeping and doesn't need any sleep at all.
Oh no, who is
And
it?
I'm telling you what,
Johnny?
it's the
Oh, no.
man,
Oh,
the myth,
no.
the legend. It's Vaughn Haggerty. That guy does his best work at night. He comes out like a vampire. He looks for it all, and he is all. It's Vaughn Haggerty. Voted best in the world for the man of the hour, the man of mystery. It begins with V. It ends with H. It's like Van Halen, but instead it's Vaughn Haggerty. Get your tickets now for this Saturday's show at the Mellon Arena at 681-222-7646. You can buy all the tickets you want, and I guarantee one damn thing. You're not going to fall asleep because I'm on stage. It's Vaughn Haggerty.
The monster. Chili Bon Barney.
A monster. Nice.
God, I love that man.
Nice. Yeah. You know, one of these days he's going to get really tired of this and sue us
Some of these
for
new
using
people
his names.
You know what would be awesome if he would show up through the door like the Kool-Aid Man when that's going on.
Just bust through that
Vaughn.
thing. I'm Vaughn Haggerty. Now another story. Now Brucey, you're a big fan of Australia, as we all are. We have a big following in Australia. I read this article because it doesn't seem that the Sue Happy people are confined to the United States. Okay, you know, you start hearing these lawsuits. I think the first big one I heard was when somebody was getting coffee from McDonald's and they burned themselves and got like $300 million or something.
Oh,
like
Sue
that.
Happy. I thought we were talking about Native Americans. Sue Happy.
Nah.
Go ahead.
No, that's the
Hey,
Slapahoe
somebody
tribe.
check and see if we still got feed up. I lost the watch party and everything on my
It
phone.
looks good to hear over here.
Yeah, it looks good.
Because
here.
I have 1 bar of Wi-Fi.
I will tell you.
It's good here.
Side note. Michael Jason, my antenna.
Just go ahead and start another one there.
They are in line for The Price is Right.
Right
now.
Right now.
Come on down.
Yep. They just put a sign up.
joke.
He just sent me a picture of a message that said contestants are getting ready to come on down. So he's waiting. Registration's closed. He's got his
Really?
name tag on and everything.
That is great. I want to do something. I want to do something. Where they like? Where is that? Out in California? Studio?
Yeah, it's still out there in California.
Yeah, but they live in Florida now, so I don't know if they went to California or if they're in Orlando, like doing a special show or something. I don't know.
That
That's
would be
pretty
great. I've never done
interesting.
anything like that.
Now,
like a
listen.
game show or a talk show.
In Australia, now I want to preface this by saying to all of our Australian fans, we're going to go ahead and let Bruce. I want you to translate something in Australia so they understand we're talking about them.
They speak English too, Chuck.
Yeah, I know, but we need you to do this because you're our official international translator. All right, dear people of Australia, we are here to talk not only about barbecues and Foster, but lawsuits.
ロースーツ、そうですね。裁判ですね。
So don't be offended if we offend you.
頭に来ないように怒らせてごめんなさい。
Good day, Mike.
Good day, Mike.
But I read this story. Now listen to this. We all have problems at work. We all have problems with, especially bosses at times, right? Right?
Oh, yeah.
There's a dude down in Australia, and I'll say it like this: it's down in Australia.
Down the outback.
It's
Down under.
If I believe,
Down
have you,
under.
speaking of that, I wonder if Rebecca would ever make tacos with from under cheese.
Depends on who's
from
cheese.
down under. Hey, I just learned what from under cheese was.
Tell me.
Oh, dear
No, I
God.
can't say that.
All
on
right,
here.
then I know you know.
So
But
anyway,
I learned it.
for the longest time, his boss would come in and fart on him or fart in the room. The boss would do this.
On purpose.
On purpose. So what's his name? I had it written down. I can't even write my own handwriting now. But he went and sued him for $1.8 million.
For farting?
For farting on him.
I think
David
if I read
Hinks.
it, it says for like
I need a
harassment,
lawyer.
bullying, harassment, or whatever.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right, like a bullying thing.
So did he actually just walk into the room and fart? Or did he,
Yeah,
like,
all the time. He said,
walk
they said it
over
was
and like-
just regardless, just like I do on you all the time. I mean, I shit on you all the time, but you don't sue me.
Yeah,
I
it's
would never sue.
David Hinks
No,
from
but
Melbourne.
I've got a
Melbourne.
thought now.
Okay, do what now?
I got a thought now. I need a lawyer.
Yeah.
Now,
She
what's
needs
that
a
supposed
fart
to mean?
lawyer.
All of a sudden, you notice for
Because
2
I've gotten
years.
very mouthy.
For 2 years, everything was very much in bliss. Every time you would see anything about Michelle and Chuck, it
No.
was just, it was
I
like Disney
sleep-
birds flying in there, and you
yeah,
had
well, it's doing
dinosaurs getting
Chad-
along
and
with
Chad, the
cavemen.
honeymoon's over.
It still
I
is
told
sometimes.
you.
But listen,
The blonde finally came out enough to see the real Chuck.
I know.
I have to sleep with a can of Lysol beside of my bed. It's right on my nightstand on top of my Bible.
Does you stink that bad, dude?
Oh my
Sometimes,
God,
yeah.
it's so
Oh,
bad.
Chuck.
And then this is what I don't understand about men.
stinky
This is
bastard.
what I don't understand. If
Now, when
you're
you say
in
men, because I don't want to get this in my head that this has happened 1,000 times when you say the word men.
She
I'm
wakes up beside a
saying,
farting
what
dude all
I'm
the time.
saying is that women are classier and women would not
Oh, no, I don't know about all
that's
that.
true.
Yes.
Listen, I've been married for 28 years. and
Yes.
I have probably
I
heard my
cannot
wife
picture-
fart like twice, and that's because she was sleeping.
It's because of SBDs.
She will not do
I
it.
cannot picture
That's
a woman doing
crazy.
this. But
Okay.
yet men are disgusting that they want to smell their own aroma.
Yeah.
Nobody else wants
You
to
can always-
smell it, let
No,
alone.
You can always withstand
But
your own
this is what I
stench.
don't get.
Yeah,
This
you
is what guys, why?
Guys make games.
I have a
out of
question.
it. Make games out of it.
It's
A
better
true
out
one.
than in.
Yeah.
And you may as well have fun
If
with it.
you fart under the covers,
Uh-huh.
leave
the
it
covers
there.
No.
Why do you
Oh,
need
hell
to
no.
fan them?
Oh, hell no.
Why,
Nobody's-
when
No,
you
no.
fan them,
No.
it goes everywhere.
The
it
reason
fills
being
the
is-
entire room.
Yeah.
The
Yeah, you
reason
don't
being
even have
is
to-
when
you don't
you're
even have to
underneath the
fan 'em.
covers, you're actually at the perfect temperature. When you
But
fart,
leave
it
it
gets
there.
warmer, and you
Yeah.
don't want to be warmer. You want to get rid
Hey,
of it just so you
be
get back
glad.
to
Leave it under
Put
there.
them over your head.
Yeah,
I
Dutch.
did.
Yeah,
Now,
Dutch oven.
Yeah. Dutch oven. Oh my God.
But this is the thing.
Touch of it.
When it's under there, I can't smell it, and I'm fine.
What?
Yeah.
Like, he can let it
That's
go.
You don't even have to fan. Just lift your leg
Listen,
up. It'll
and
come right out from under there.
I'll
when the
purposely
blanket
wait.
comes
As
back
soon
down.
as he breaks that seal of the
That's
cover,
right.
it is all over. Hence why I have
I love-
Lysol on my Bible, on my nightstand.
love farts.
You should get Febreze.
Farts are funny. Farts are funny.
Yeah, but
Well, I feel like I need some disinfectant at this point, D-Mac. Like, Febreze ain't doing shit for me right now.
Literally.
Like, I need to kill some shit in that bedroom. I'm telling you.
How many
I
times?
think it's already died.
It's
by
already
your
dead.
description.
How many times
I'm
have
killing
you had,
it again.
Have you had pink eye?
No, I have
stink
not,
eye?
but I'm going to knock on wood because you're going to give me pink eye if I talk about it.
I am.
Karma.
You make
Pink
me
eye
talk
karma.
about it, and I'll get pink eye.
How many times have you had pink eyes? What's the question?
Yeah.
How many times?
Maybe once.
I've never had it.
So it must not be too
Pink eye.
bad.
And I got it from the hospital like years and years ago.
That's interesting.
There's something
Very,
behind
very
this
interesting.
pink eye and fart thing.
Yep.
Something's
Yeah.
kinda-
Why? What's pink eye have to do? We're at opposite ends of the body right here. What
Yeah.
do we?
Poop.
That's how you get pink
That's how you
eye?
get pink eye.
From feces?
If you poop,
Poop on your pillow.
Or maybe if you scratch your ass or something like that.
Yeah, that could
we
do
were
too.
talking about this.
Scratch your ass and rub your eyeballs.
Let me tell you something. Todd and I were talking the other day about boxer briefs. And that's what boxer briefs, is that what normally you guys wear, boxer briefs?
That's what I wear.
Well, Michelle bought these new ones for me, and they're made by Champion.
And he's so cute in them.
Well, they make me look like a ballerina or a bicyclist. they're those kind.
That's okay.
The only problem is every time I bend down, I think she got them too small. She got them down too small, and every time I bend down, I've not been complaining about this.
Michelle, let me
Babe,
tell you
I bought a
something.
size up.
You need to throw them away and go back to whatever the hell he had the last time, because I'm tired of hearing about his friggin' underwear.
It's like my ass falls out of these things every time I
These
bend
are
over.
cute. They're the dry fit, so you don't
Cute
sweat
don't
down
mean
there,
that you can
babes.
work in the damn things. Cute's for the bedroom. It ain't for the rest of your damn
They're
life.
dry fit.
So we're talking about this, Todd and I, the other morning, and I was like,
I
what?
didn't know you were complaining.
I'm
And
not
the thing
complaining.
is,
Chad's making this up.
I went out and bought the second package because I thought he liked the first package. So now he has 6 pair.
Wow.
I do, and I'm going to wear them. And the reason I wear them, because normally I would wear the cotton boxer briefs, and the reason I had to throw those away because I scratched the ass right out of them things. I mean, listen, you know what I mean? These right here is almost like I can't do that because it doesn't suck anything up. You know what I mean?
I hope you got dark colors.
Yeah. I did. Well, gray. There's one pair of gray. Gray, red, and black.
Well, don't be striped before long.
Anyway, this all started from Melbourne, Australia, for a guy suing his boss for $1.8 million for farting on.
Did he
That's what
win?
we get
Yeah. Did he win?
I'm
we
not
know?
sure. We don't know that. I only just read the story the other day.
Yeah, I don't think that they did.
But in light of all of this, just to take this show down another level, we have fart jokes, because they're always kind of funny, as Todd said. Once again,
Everybody likes a fart joke.
every week the jokes that you hear,
Everybody
one of the jobs Todd has is to pick out the jokes. So and we build off of that, which is hence where we are right now. So someone to start, please.
Okay, here's one for you. Got one right off the bat, right? What do you call a person that doesn't fart in public? A private tutor.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, see?
Well,
I got one.
Why do farts smell?
Why do farts smell?
For the benefit of the people who are hearing impaired.
Oh, very nice.
What do you call a fart in German? Far from pooping.
What do you call a cat who likes to eat beans? Puss in Toots.
Puss in Toots.
Hey,
That's funny.
That's freaking
Hey, now
funny.
here's a scientific one. Why
Puss
do
in
farts
Toots.
smell? For the benefit of people who are hearing impaired.
I guess I should have farted that one over to him.
Right?
Oh, I didn't even hear it.
It was so nice you had to say it twice.
That's right. That's right.
Good job, Tab. Okay. What do surfers worry about? A shark attack.
Oh.
Sharks are no fun.
Oh, yeah. We had a woman back whenever I first started at the post office.
She shorted one time?
Oh,
I
not more
definitely
than once.
got it.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Why don't little girls fart?
I don't know.
Because they don't have assholes until they get married.
Dang.
Hey, what do you get when you eat refried beans and onions?
What do you?
Tear gas.
No doubt.
What is the sharpest thing in the world? It's not against your knife. I'm going to tell you that.
What is the sharpest
It's
thing
actually
in
a
the world?
fart. It goes through your pants and doesn't even leave a hole.
Oh.
Am I hearing bubble gum?
What does Mitt Romney say when he farts, Chuck?
I have no clue.
Obama did it.
Let's see here.
What did Britney Spears say after she let one rip?
I don't
Oops, I sharted again.
know. What did the maxi pad say to the fart? You are the wind beneath my wings.
Oh, that's really nasty.
Yeah, that's nuts.
Here's one for you, Darren. What's more fun than a Canadian microwave? A Dutch oven.
Dutch oven.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hey, what happened to the
Little
blind
callback.
skunk?
What happened to the blind skunk?
What happened to the blind
I have
skunk?
no idea.
I forgot. Wait, he fell in love with a fart.
What do you call?
Hey, did you
a
see that
fart?
on there? This one's leading up to it. But did you ever see that video on Facebook and everything about Mr. Methane?
Can we just take a
Methane.
moment? Can we just let's just take a moment and I feel like I'm listening to Silent Night. Shh. Okay.
I'm married too.
Continue, everyone.
Well, anyway, what's the difference between Mozart and Mr. Methane?
What?
One is music in your ear. The other is music from his rear.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Chuck, what is it called when the Queen of England farts? It's a noble gas. That's what it's called, Chuck is.
Well, I'm glad so.
What did the high priest comment before he flushed the toilet?
Huh.
Holy crap!
Very
All
appropriate.
right, fair enough.
Very appropriate. Are we running out?
What
of
do you call a
time?
fart? A turd honking for the right of way.
All of a sudden, we become Irish again. And it all started with a fart.
I love farts. I think farts are hilarious.
They can be, especially the
Farts
ones
are
that,
pretty funny.
when you have the ones that
All
walk with
different
you, like with every
farts.
step, it goes.
Like the
Oh,
walking
yeah.
farts.
Yeah, I love that.
Yes.
Yeah.
The walking
No, that's
fart.
called crop dusting.
Yeah, I
Every
love
step.
Crop
Crop
dust.
dusting.
What's
There's
the
no
definition of bravery?
What is the definition of bravery?
A man with diarrhea chancing a fart.
Oh, my goodness gracious. That's too funny. Okay, well, that was this week's funny jokes. I hope you stuck around long enough to actually listen to them.
I hope so.
Yeah, that's good
Pert
stuff.
near
man.
funny, people. Pert near funny.
Oh, redneck.
Well, we wanted to tell you about a couple of events coming up. We like that. And we have a lot of things to really kind of be grateful for, and we're going to leave congratulations or send out congratulations to some of them.
Yeah.
First of all, big Duggar Dance coming up this weekend down in Weston at the Mountain View Event Center. It starts at 8 o'clock. It's going to last till midnight. I was going to say
Okay,
noon.
it's ready.
8 to midnight. 8 to
No,
midnight.
it's Buchanan.
Buchanan.
Did I say Weston? Did I say Buchanan or say West? Anyway, it's down
It's in Buchanan.
right behind Jenkins Ford there, right on top of the hill.
There you go.
So go ahead and check that out. It starts at 8 until midnight. Duggar Dance down at the Mountain View Event Center. On the 27th of April, Sagebrush. Once again, they're having their big induction ceremony for little Jimmy Dickens and the Shaw Hawkins into the West Virginia Music Country Hall of Fame. That's right off of 79, Prickensford exit up on Bunner's Ridge. Check them out on Facebook or just do a Google for a Sagebrush. Third oldest, longest running live mountain or live show, country music show. So that's pretty neat. That's right here in Marion County, right up the street
I
from us.
think that you have until the end of the day today or maybe tomorrow to get reduced price tickets.
For the Sagebrush?
Yeah, check their Facebook out. It's on there.
Yeah. Sagebrush Roundup. Check them out on Facebook.
Dan, if you're just
So who's the
listening to
congratulations?
this, it's today when you listen to it.
No, who's
Last
the
day.
congratulations?
No,
we
the
got going on?
congratulations. We want to congratulate, first of all, a friend of the show who's been on here 1,000 times. He does the coach. Oh, I can't remember what they call it now.
Operation
Warm.
Operation
Warm.
Warm. Right. Mark Walsh from the Clarksburg Fire Department. He was voted best firefighter in Harrison County.
He sure was.
Congratulations to Mark Walsh.
Yay.
Yeah.
Also have a
Very
bunch of other locals. Now that is the best of the best in Harrison County awards that went on today at the Robinson Grand Theater. So locally, you also have the best gifts in home decor.
Okay.
That was Homestyle. in
Oh,
Shenton.
downtown Shenton.
Yeah, I was
Oh,
just there
another one.
Saturday.
Good.
Homestyle.
Is that Sherry
They got
Barnes?
some pretty cool stuff.
No,
down there.
that's not Sherry.
Okay, I thought.
Yeah, now Sherry did open up a business,
I thought
and
she
it's
did.
going to be really good too.
Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Also downtown Shinston would be JR's Barbering and John Anthony's Hair Care.
Wow.
All right,
Congratulations,
all right.
Big John.
So that's
Yeah,
right in
yeah,
there.
yeah.
Get
Buddy
your hair
J.R.
did.
Walls.
Get your hair did.
Another one that is very, very close to us would be the Lincoln High School Marching Band. It's
You're
the
right.
best band in Harrison County.
Fantastic.
Absolutely.
That's fantastic.
Oh,
That's-
best band
And
in
then-
Harrison County.
Yeah.
Then we got one big one here that's a local one is Samantha Legs Peel.
Yeah.
She won the state boxing championship up there at the Route 50 Rumble up in
Yep, she
Salem.
sure did.
Man, all kinds of action happening
Yep.
right in our little territory. Little
Yeah.
territory. And did Olivia, is that where Olivia sang? Was
She
down
sang
there?
national anthem.
Olivia
Yes.
Spino.
But
Listen,
I saw today she won something on the American Idol.
Olivia has
Locally here.
Well, she's also got a video coming out, and she Friday night. Friday night, she asked me, "Hey, when am I getting in the studio?"
every time I see her, I know, I keep talking. Olivia Spino, she has a new song out actually too, and it's
It's
very
awesome.
good. It really is.
Yeah.
It's very
We're
good.
actually going to get her on once she gets her video
Released?
Yeah, that's what we were
awesome.
talking
So
about.
we're
Yeah.
kind of waiting to pair it so that she can let everybody know about it.
We'll have a good time with
'Cause
Olivia because she's a
As
character
of now,
in
we
her
don't
own
know
right.
when the video is coming out.
Yeah.
So.
That'll be pretty fun. But
We're working on
congratulations. And listen, I guess the results for some of these things are keep coming in. They keep coming in.
Yep.
So congratulations to all the locals around here, for everybody. Because it takes a lot to even do anything to be mentioned like that. I mean, that's why, we are on the world prestige level that we are being.
Well, yeah.
Oh,
like,
yeah, Rogan Radio Day?
Well, let me tell you something. Mark Walsh, though, there's not a guy who's not, he's one of the most deserving people of that award.
Right.
So, good
I
for
wonder
Mark.
if they had something for like, which he would never even put his name up, but for like the volunteer of the county or something.
Well, I can tell you who ought to be.
Wayne Worth.
Wayne Worth.
Absolutely.
Yeah, no doubt.
Absolutely.
You know what we haven't done? You know what we probably should do, actually, come to think about it? Just out of spirit.
Yeah.
We should almost do something for Wayne.
Okay.
You want to do a?
I'm a Wayne Worth fan.
I think everybody's a Wayne Worth.
This Saturday, as you walk down the streets of Stanley, look for a guy in a Lions Club vest. His name is Wayne Worth, and he is full of all kinds of worth. Wayne Worth. Wayne Worth. He goes around all 55 counties of West Virginia. He camps everywhere. The guy's got the best looking hairdo I have ever seen. That's Wayne Worth. Wayne Worth. Wayne Worth. Wayne is Worth. Who's Worth? Wayne Worth. Wayne is. He ran for the House of Delegates. He decided to give that up so he can work for Clarksburg, volunteering, helping people on the streets. See him every Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. It's Wayne Worth. Wayne Worth. Community action. Wayne Worth.
Wayne's Worth.
Yeah. So you know what he finally got? Wayne's Worth. Listen, that's a good show. I like that. I like that.
It's not Wayne's World. It's Wayne's Worth.
Wayne finally got his own Vaughn Haggerty spot there.
He ought to. Yeah.
You know what? Listen, we're going to have to mix that up. Now it's going to be a battle.
A battle between
now
Vaughn
because
and Wayne.
it's going to be a battle between Vaughn and Wayne. We might be able to have them two make a kid, and then we could like say Vaughn Worth or something.
We could do a championship commercial. Tonight.
Yeah.
Celebrity death match.
Celebrity death match between Vaughn Haggerty, who is not only a Viking, a Russian strip club guy, or a rock star, against Wayne Worth, who just sounds like he should be like a pop teen idol singer himself.
Oh, yeah. For those of you that have never listened to the show, that's why we do that.
Yeah. They're good shit. They just have cool names.
Yeah.
Listen, I like the Wayne Worth one.
I do too.
Dang it.
Volunteering his time.
Hey, if you don't mind,
1 second at a time, it's Wayne Worth.
If you don't mind, I'd like to go ahead and do a little shout out for some of the bike rides that are going to be coming up.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you want to, you can message me on Facebook and everything if you got a bike ride that's going to be coming up and everything. But right now, I've just got a few of them, like one starting in May, the 18th, the child abuse ride. Look that one up on Facebook. All these you can be able to find on Facebook. May 18th, child abuse ride. And let's go to June 1st, Kids and Heroes ride. June 7th, Tater Tot. Let's see, June 15th, Hogs for Dogs. I'm just going to do those first couple months and everything. But if you have a ride that's coming up or whatever, you want a little bit of a shout out for it and stuff like that, I'm a big advocate on how much that the motorcycle community actually donates on these rides and stuff like that. So if you want to, just send me a message on Facebook. I'll put it in my calendar. I'll try to make sure that we throw it out there and at least let people know.
Good job.
Very good. Very good. Hello, Pam Kirby. Oh, Shipe. Shipe's on here with us.
Shipe's on his cruise, right?
Shipe's in the middle of the Atlantic right now on the Titanic, too.
No, he's not.
Actually, he just left out of Baltimore yesterday. He's heading down to the Caribbean.
Nice knowing you, Shipe.
You know what would be really nice? I'm not sure. I'll have to send him. Well, he's going to be home. It would be nice if we could be able to call him and get a live update from the deck of the ship. That would be pretty cool. Yeah. So it would be pretty neat. But I don't think.
Well, I'd like to call him when they're having them 30-mile-an-hour winds and everything else.
Well, you know what they are actually on the Outer Banks going down. They are actually having some pretty horrible kind of gusts and stuff right now off the coast. So he's probably rocking and rolling. But that's why you get the drink package. Because if you get the drink package, you don't even know that. Because you almost. Here's the bad thing about it. If you're on a boat and you're sober, you know what, you rock because you go with the boat. Whereas if you drink, you actually stand straight because you almost counteract. The boat's going this way, you're just rocking this way, so you actually stand up straight. It's actually quite amazing like that. Try it sometime.
Speaking of the drink package and everything, he did say these cocktails are mixed for senior citizens.
Well,
you don't want to. Chuck don't want to hear that. Chuck don't want to hear that. Chuck wants them strong.
Yeah, we're gonna have a good time.
I think if you slip them a few bucks, though.
Yeah, I think so.
Add a little more.
Because I tell you what, when I get under, this is listen, we were talking
Listen,
about
everything comes with a plan.
because we have
He
a
said
cruise.
they just hit a bridge.
We
Oh, you about hit one coming out of Baltimore.
we were talking about one of the cool things that we could do. Like if Shipe and I ever went on a cruise, is the first thing dress up as the captain of the boat, and you just walk around and you talk to people and you be like, "Hey, can you swim?" Well, you better get a life jacket on. Just saying. Or go up to the bar and say, "Man, I tell you what, you have no idea what's about to come. Bartender, I need a double." And just walk away.
Did you see Titanic? I hope we can all get in those boats.
I wonder how much trouble you'd get in for that.
I bet a lot.
I bet a lot.
I bet a lot. Either that or just the entire time dress up as a pirate.
I think it'd be better if you dressed up as the captain and the crew, like if you had some people with you, and as people were coming on the boat, you're like walking off, you'd be like, "Oh God, yeah, good thing you guys are going now."
Say this.
Yeah.
Better you than me.
I can't believe we actually got it the rest of the way here.
Yeah. Shape said he's already sprained his elbow carrying drinks.
Jesus.
So he's just now started.
Since 2 o'clock.
Yeah, since 2 o'clock. Already sprained his. He's drinking. He's hitting it hard, buddy.
Yeah. Well, I mean, what else you got to do right now? Sit out there on the boat.
When you're out to sea, yep.
I need to go on a cruise. I haven't been on one.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what. I have a jet ski
been
or a
on one
wave
either.
runner or a canoe if you want to. We can put you in a canoe. We'll tie you up to the back of the pontoon, which we'll have to talk about that too.
And then you meditate and you
kinda like a
pretend
cruise, right?
where you are.
You pretend you're on the love boat.
Yeah.
Except you realize it's just you and yourself, and you're Captain Stabbing, and that's it.
And if you gotta
sit there, relax.
Yeah.
And if
Just
you got to
look-
fart, dude,
See
just
it now.
fart. Just
Yeah.
fart.
You know what,
Just
you-
all the way
Let
to
her
the back.
go.
Just let it fart.
Let her go.
Just make sure you turn the canoe around first.
Yeah. I mean,
Reverse.
if it's a
Fart.
kayak that's sealed, don't break that seal.
Don't break that seal.
Don't break that seal.
Well, that's what it's so cool now, and we were looking at canoes. Is that the canoes with reverse on them now? Have you seen those? your brother got a canoe that has reverse on it. It has neutral and it has reverse. Yeah, most certainly it does. He does. He got a new canoe, did he not?
Look at it.
Yes.
Right. And do you have a neutral? You have a neutral and a reverse on your boat, and there's a neutral and reverse on the skidoo or the skidoo. I'm saying that skedaddle out of here.
You sound Australian.
So-
you paddle a
And not on the new
canoe.
ones. Not on the new ones.
Self-load.
They're made for Americans. We don't do
We don't
energy
like
around
paddling
here.
anymore.
We don't
It's-
burn
it's a new
calories. You haven't seen
generation.
those? You haven't seen the automated?
I feel like you're setting me up for something.
It gotta be
so,
automated anymore.
thank you, Todd Beck, because Todd's my friend, and he always lets me
paddling
know
was
when
outlawed.
something bad's about to go down.
Well, the only bad thing is if
Bad was about to
you're going in reverse in your canoe.
I would go in reverse in a canoe. You just paddle the other way.
That's it. Paddle the other way.
Sometimes, like if I'm paddling towards like
Yeah.
a tree with
Show
a
me.
bunch of spiders hanging down,
Yeah.
I'm
All
gonna
right.
paddle backwards real fast.
Well, we already
Get
going
that-
backwards.
Yeah.
No, not until you're in reverse. I'm
Well.
done with this story. There's something. I'm done.
Listen, you're fine, babe. That's what happens when you stay up at 1:30 in the morning watching Million Ways to Die. That's what happens.
No.
You're not
Thank
sharp
you,
on the blood.
Mom. I'm telling you, something
Did
bad's
St. Jude
about
rat
to
me out?
happen.
Did
Your
St.
mom's
Jude?
got your back.
Did St. Jude say there was no
Thank you, Mom.
reverse?
She put don't fall for it,
There's
Michelle.
Oh,
no,
St.
you
Jude.
got to
Yeah.
paddle the opposite direction to go backwards in a canoe,
That's right.
which is called reverse.
You can't go
I ain't
forward if it's
stupid.
already in reverse.
Listen, how do you go in reverse when you're walking down the street? Do you turn around or you walk backwards?
You walk backwards
That's
if you're going
reverse.
to reverse.
That's right.
Yes. See?
Right.
See?
That's right.
Uh-huh.
What, you Mexican now?
No.
Si,
Hola.
Si, senor.
Hola.
Well, she did have.
Hello, how
she
are you?
did have 7 tacos today.
I
That's
did.
good.
Homemade tacos, too.
Yeah, boy. Once again, where did I do with that?
Yeah, but those weren't
They
very
salsa.
big. Those weren't very big tacos. American tacos.
But
like
oh
this
my
flat.
gosh,
those
they are
big.
so. And she made like plate, like
Really?
platefuls
Did you
of-
guys go over there?
yeah.
Did you go over there today?
Oh
Yeah.
yes.
Did you put any
Oh,
pictures
it's
on
excellent.
No, I'll tell you what.
We didn't take any pictures today.
like with
We were too
anything, the
Man, it sounds so good.
the
It was
the
delicious.
America what do they call it? It's more like a Tex-Mex thing. That like the tacos.
Yeah.
She
It's
makes
not.
her
There's,
own Mexican
Yeah,
cheese.
if
Like
you-
the cheese is even.
if you want to eat truly authentic Mexican like tacos and things, it's nothing like you even know.
No.
I mean, it's not Ortega for sure.
So you open the taco up, and there's Mexican cheese. It looks like feta cheese, but it's not. Like the chunks
Yeah,
of
yeah,
like
yeah,
feta,
yeah.
but it's not. It's Mexican cheese, and then you put the Mexican cheese inside of your taco, and then you put salsa.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then she had
Oh,
different
yeah.
She had salsa with chili, chilies
Something
or
like
without
that.
chilies. Yeah. And yeah.
Okay, where's the meat come in?
That's
The meat's
well,
already baked
it
in.
depends
It's
on-
cooked in.
yeah,
Because
it's already in it. She
When you
cooks it in it.
when you don't have a filler, like when you make it, it's almost like a soft
in the
taco, but
shell.
it's more corn. It's like
Yeah.
real. It's almost like it almost gives you the look of a pancake. Then you put the filler in, and you turn it over, and you bake it.
Well, see, if they fried it, it'd be a pierogi. I'm
Yeah.
telling you.
Yeah.
Yep.
If they
It
shoot
was-
some Pittsburgh,
It's just excellent. Those shells, I could just eat my weight in those shells.
Does she give you like a recipe or anything like that?
no, we just
No,
let her
she's-
cook them.
Yeah.
See, I don't
I
even
mean,
want to know
she's
how to
too
cook 'em.
Mexican, like the
Yeah.
whole like.
She
Yeah.
probably doesn't even need a
Mark Walsh is
recipe.
just
She
now
just
watching.
makes it.
Mark Walsh.
Well,
listen.
because he won an award.
Go back and watch earlier, Mark.
No,
Yeah.
Mark Walsh, listen. Listen,
no,
Mark
it's
Walsh
okay.
is a friend of the show.
He
He
is.
is a friend of the show, and he got to be Mailman of the Year, or firefighter
Yeah.
of Harrison County. Give me the exact thing.
It was it was the best of Harrison County.
The
He's
best of Harrison County
firefighter in
of
Harrison
2019, the best firefighter.
Yep.
And there's only one thing I can say about that, because
Yep.
Mark is of Operation Warman and everything he does. He's a great guy. His name is Mark Walsh, and this Saturday, you're going to see him at the Clarksburg Fire Department looking for a fire to put out with his big hose. Watch Mark Walsh go down with the sirens blaring, putting water all over the fire, waiting for something to happen so he can get his Dalmatian out. Mark Walsh. He likes sliding down the poles. He likes talking on the CV. He likes putting on that cool hat. It's Mark Walsh of the Clarksburg Fire Department, but for this year, 2019, best in Harrison County Fire Mark Walsh.
Mark Walsh. Copyright.
Big hose.
Did she just say big
I
hoe?
think she did.
Big hose.
Oh,
Listen,
okay.
listen, I'm going to tell you one thing. We're going to
I
shut
did
this
not
with
say
this.
that. I
Why
don't know
did
who
she
that
say
was.
big-
But congratulations,
That
Mark.
would be
Do
Congratulations.
you not know who that
Listen,
was?
we hit Wayneworth tonight. We hit Mark Walsh, and we hit Vaughn
Twice.
Haggerty. It's a
Twice.
trifecta tonight, boys.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting in bed, and this is later on during my nap because I slept till about 10. Then I
Well,
got
I
up
bet.
for a little bit. Then I took another nap because I wasn't able to sleep because somebody was watching A Million Ways to Die at 1:30 in the morning,
It was not
right?
A Million Ways to Die.
That movie,
Son.
I
that
love
TV
that movie.
show, that TV show is A Million Ways to Die for a guy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, well.
So anyway, Michelle walks in from the bathroom. And she goes, and I'm just sitting there, and I'm just meditating or something. I'm just laying in bed, and we're getting ready to go over to Mars. And here's what I heard. What are you doing, bitches? And I look, I'm like, what'd you just say? Did you just call me a bitch? She
called
went,
me
no.
a dude.
She says, no. She goes, what have you been doing, babe? I said, no, you just said, what are you doing,
I
bitch?
did not.
And I think that's what you said. Subliminally. A Freudian thing.
It's not very nice, Michelle.
No.
I did not.
You and your potty mouth.
I'm going to
Yeah.
tell you right
Dirty
now,
mouth.
if I was going to say something, it'd be a lot worse than bitches.
No, but that's what I swear I thought she said that.
No, I did not. It's your meditation
But
going
anyway,
bad. Meditation
make
going
sure
bad.
tomorrow
Don't
when
do
the
it,
audio
people.
comes out, you can check it out on iTunes, Stitcher, TuneIn
SoundCloud.
Radio, SoundCloud. You can go back.
Pandora.
If you are listening to this, which predominantly everybody
Wrong.
does, make sure to understand also that we are live. What you're hearing now is actually a live show that we broadcast, simulcast both on Facebook and on YouTube. Just look for Rogan Radio. The easiest way to do it is put Rogan Radio one word. Don't put a space, because then you get a bunch of Joe Rogan Radio or Joe Rogan stuff,
Yeah,
and you
Joe
know,
Rogan stuff.
and all that. So just put Rogan Radio as one word, and check us out and leave us a comment. From time to time, we have our international fans, I guess you could say, listeners, get on there and say something to us. We're on such a different time length, though, or time scale. It's so hard for them.
Have you
one day we're
have
gonna
you
read
checked the
all
numbers
those.
on them recently?
No, I haven't. I haven't checked emails. I haven't checked. You know what?
For
No,
3
I've-
years. No, you can do
it's
it
been-
right now if you
well,
want to.
I have it. I have it under the different account. On
Okay.
this. It's
Time
Sure
is
you
date.
yeah.
March
Sad
2015.
emoji.
Let's think of it.
Sad emoji.
Well, this is Thomas from Australia, and I just want you to know I love it, and I want you to come down to the Condimine Mansion and give you $2 million.
No.
Yeah.
Call me back now.
Yeah, you only got 15 days though.
March 25th, 2016.
You ever look at you ever look at anything international, like say international numbers, and there's like 17 numbers on this thing, and I'm like, man, it just looks so foreign to me.
Well,
But you know what I mean? It's like 176541888826152. And like what?
well, then
What?
you got your country code, your area code, your exchange, and then your local local number.
Like if it's like say when you call home to Japan, okay, is that the same number if you were in Japan, or is it different when you're
It's
here?
different.
It's
different.
8675309.
Yeah, I got
Come on,
call out
Jenny.
a country,
Yeah.
country code, area code, home phone number.
Yeah.
Okay, but
Okay, what is that real
So-
quick?
but it's not like 334 is that's not a standard. That's just a United States thing. 334 meaning 3 for area code, 3 for your.
Oh, you're talking about like how
Right,
many?
3 numbers,
digits.
3 numbers, 4
yeah,
numbers.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. That's just that's how we.
Yeah.
That's a standard here. Like so, that's what I was going to ask. Could Bruce like so? What's Japan's country code?
81.
81. Okay, so you're dialing 181.
Well,
Right. Actually, you just dial 81.
I called direct, so I called that like I use a Frontier
Right.
communication, so I dial out 011, which
Right.
is direct call.
That's correct.
Country code.
That's right.
And my parents' phone number.
Okay.
You call Frontier. You use Frontier to Japan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Landline.
get a phone call to Japan. I can't get internet on Isaac.
I have a landlines too. So,
Landlines are solid though.
Yeah. So like after you do that, then like how many numbers? Like you know how we
Let's
we have
see.
7-digit dialing.
01181.
Smart.
Yeah.
9 digit.
9 digits.
digits.
Okay, so we do 7. Well, 10 actually now because you have to dial.
Yeah, with the area code.
But yeah, 7-digit dialing. It's pretty neat.
Yeah,
isn't it?
pretty interesting how it works.
Yep.
Pretty interesting. And, it's even more amazing if you really want to think about it, then we will shut this down, is that if you look back and think back in the day when they had, like, the dial-ups, how whatever sound was going through those lines.
Yeah, the click.
I make own lines.
And how something was picking
even,
it up. I mean,
even before that, when you
with the
pick up and talk
operators.
right directly to the operator.
Right.
And, and you would constantly be, you'd
Yeah,
see them.
my mom did
directing
that.
calls. Oh, no
Yeah,
kidding.
yeah, she was a switchboard operator.
Hold, please.
Really?
Yeah,
Hold, please.
yeah. Back when her and Dad were married, and they were in Connecticut, I believe. She actually got an award for. Yeah,
I'll have to take you guys into the telephone museum in Fairmont. Blow your mind because all that stuff's still in there.
Really?
Stepping switches, the whole 9 yards.
If you dial 0, will you still get an operator?
Yes.
Will you?
Yep.
You will.
No kidding.
Yeah, there's some in Amwell right now.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
See, that's one
Didn't
of those.
even know that.
Not very many. I think there's 14 or 15.
I wonder how many people dial 0 every day. I haven't dialed
haven't,
0
but- yeah.
forever.
It still happens,
Yeah.
but not as.
Can you imagine that even though that, I speak 2 different
70
languages, somebody
years
from
old,
another foreign country trying
Yeah.
to communicate with you, that's
Right.
That's the hardest part.
Yeah.
Right.
It's pretty cool.
Okay. Yeah, it is pretty neat. We'll get on that at a different time, but really interesting. It's all kinds of interesting things about stress. Listen, we talked about this. If you're having trouble sleeping, understand that you're going to have trouble sleeping.
Just don't sleep.
And just lay there and don't try to do anything else. Just lay there and relax, and eventually, and don't stress about not stressing because it's absolutely normal, and that will actually put you to sleep. It's amazing how that works. Whatever Todd's doing, he's doing his
Trying to meditation.
yeah. So on behalf of Chad Puccio, we have D-Mac down there. We have the lovely and talented Michelle Rogan. Over on the director's seat, we have Darren Harbin, straight from Tokyo, Japan, with a 9-digit telephone number, Bruce Takahashi. And from Jimmy Whiz in his pants from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And also the Chewbacca, the show, best friend the guy could have. And also the best friend
Meditating.
at the wedding. His name is Todd, Captain Earl Benson. Until next week, ladies and gentlemen, once again, we'll be live tomorrow. Actually, the audio will be out. Be looking for that. You'll like it a lot better than you will the video. And if you're listening to the audio, make sure to check us out every Sunday at 7 or 7:10 or 7:15.
That's what I told my wife before we
show up.
left. I said, you going to stay, because she had the baby. I said, no, get it ready about 7:09. She said, nah, it'll be about 7:11.
It'll be
Yeah,
something like that. It normally is like that. That's our straight up 7.
Yeah.
So check that out on Facebook. Once again, YouTube, Rogan Radio, one word.
Radio,
Anyway,
one word.
on behalf of all of us, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Leave a comment. Send us an email. Call us up, 681-222-7646. Congratulations to Mark Walsh. We have the Lincoln Band. We have down there Homestyle.
JR's, Barbie, John Anthony.
Yeah, fantastic.
Samantha
About
Pill.
Samantha Pill,
And Samantha
yeah.
Pill.
Yep.
And we'll get more as those come in and pass out things.
She is tough.
Pass out the, yeah, very good. Ladies and gentlemen, you have been listening to Rogan Radio.
Night,
Later.
peeps.
Adios.